The new Samsung Active 2 or the Apple Watch Series 5. Honestly, it is a tough choice right now. What's going on, guys? My name's David Tomich and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the two highly competitive smartwatch manufacturers in 2019. Yes, we are talking about the Samsung Active 2, which has just been recently announced, and the all-time hero and favorite, the Apple Watch Series 5. So if you watched the Samsung Unpacked event like many of us did, you would have found that there was a lot of limited information on the Samsung Active 2 watch. They didn't really go into too much detail and they didn't really promote it very well. In my personal opinion, I think the presenter lacked a little bit of experience or a little bit of emotion really to sell this product to us. But when you actually do go back and take a look at all the features and the functions of the Active 2, well, in its entirety, it's actually a really amazing product. Whereas the Apple Series 5 has been out for a little while now, so we know all the features and all the gadgets it has. Which means we're able to compare both of these models today to help you and potentially me make this decision in which one to purchase in the future. So the Samsung Active comes in two different models, the 40mm and the 44mm. Personally, the 40mm is probably the ideal option for me because I do have smaller wrists, but people with larger wrists would definitely be going up for the 44. If I was somebody going out to buy one of these watches, I would be trying them both on in stores before making any online purchase. So when we take a look at the Samsung Active 2, we straight away know that it comes in two different case styles. The cheaper Bluetooth only version comes in an aluminium shell, whilst the more expensive LTE version comes in a stainless steel case. Now, everything that I've seen so far, people are raving about the stainless steel case because it is that little bit more of a premium feel, it's got a little bit more weight to it, and overall it is a better finished product. But you are paying a significantly higher margin to purchase an LTE model, and then you have ongoing costs for you to be purchasing a plan for this device as well. Personally speaking, I don't see the need of having an LTE enabled watch because everywhere I go, I do have my phone with me. But if you are purchasing it to link up with your smart headphones, your wireless headphones, or anything along those lines, and you don't want to take your phone along for a run, or you just want to have the convenience of being able to use Google Maps anywhere on the go, then the LTE function is a great feature to have, especially if you like leaving your phone behind and not having those distractions. So there are a couple unique features of the Active 2 that I really like and I think will persuade a lot of people to jump ship to the Active versus the Apple Series 5. But having said that, there's also some amazing features in the Apple Series 5, which is trying to push me towards that series as well. So reverse wireless charging is the #1 key feature for me on the Samsung Active 2. It means if you do have a new S10 device, you can just simply place your watch on the back of your phone and charge both of them overnight without having to plug in two devices. The second feature in the Samsung Active 2, which is an upgrade from the Samsung Active 1, which only actually came out about 6 months ago, so it is a very bold move from Samsung to bring out the Active 2 already, is the simple implementation of a speaker. This speaker now allows you to play music, set your alarm, or even listen to YouTube videos on your watch from the single device alone. Now, I don't know how many people out there are going to be watching YouTube on their watch or on this little tiny screen, but look, there probably are a few scenarios where you might need to pop up a quick video just to demonstrate something, or maybe you just want to set your alarm in a meeting or anything like that. So there are definitely some benefits in having this inbuilt speaker into the Active 2. A feature that I think is super useful and super handy for people like myself who do go traveling quite a bit to foreign countries and don't speak every language under the sun is simply the fact that Google Translate is built into your watch. So yes, I know you can use it on your phone, but it is a nice little feature to have when you're connected to Wi-Fi or the LTE network. Now, the last feature I want to talk about here on the Active 2 is something that hasn't been FDA approved yet, and it is implemented in the device, but it isn't active in the device yet. And that is the ECG, or the electrocardiogram. Basically, what this feature does is it monitors your heart rate and notices if there are any irregularities in the beat, in the rhythm, and that way it can notify you if you have any heart problems and you need to go seek medical attention. Now, I know smartwatches are a thing of modern beauty, but if you're more into analog watches and you do love the classic look, make sure you take a look at the first link in the description below. It's one of my companies called Y Watches, which specializes in architecturally designed timepieces. So if you are clicking on this video and thinking maybe, I don't really want a smartwatch, I still love the analog classic look, take a look down and see if you love anything from the website. So they are some amazing features of the Active 2, but the Apple Series 5 also has some incredible features, and especially if you're already connected to the Apple ecosystem, this watch is an almost must-have for any Apple lover. Something that they've implemented in the Series 5 and they haven't had in any model since is the always-on display. Usually you'd have your watch and it would turn on when you glance at it or when you touch at it, and then go to a completely black screen when you're finished. However, now with the Series 5, you can simply tap the cover and it will dim the brightness, change the screen and reduce it to 1 Hz per second refresh rate, which allows the watch to conserve battery whilst also giving you a 24/7 always on display. Now, just like the Active 2, they have come out in 2 different case materials. The Bluetooth version alone comes in the ceramic case, which is a light premium quality finish, whilst the LTE model comes with a titanium chassis. Now again, very similar to the Active 2, the titanium is a lot more durable, a lot heavier, and gives you that premium feel, which you're obviously paying for in the price tag. Something I really dislike about the Apple Watch is how the menu is actually coordinated and integrated. It kind of all jumbles around and throws itself around, and it seems very disorganized. The new Compass addition to the Apple Watch Series 5 isn't that groundbreaking and probably won't get used by a lot of people. But the implementation of the compass actually allows you to understand where you're going on Google Maps. So very similar to Google Maps or Apple Maps, when you open it up on your smartphone and you see that blue cone of vision that indicates which direction you're facing, the smartwatch will now also give you this preview. This is super helpful if you're traveling around and using Apple Maps on your smartphone, that you can find your way around a lot easier. You don't have to guess and judge, walk up 500 meters and go, uh-oh, I've walked the wrong way, have to turn around and start all over again. So the implementation of the Compass app, probably not something everybody's going to use, but the integration with Apple Maps and that cone of vision is definitely something that is well worth upgrading. Now, something Apple has focused on here, and something that I think is actually a very critical piece of tech in any smartwatch, and something that would almost convince me to purchase an Apple Watch over a Samsung watch, is the anytime emergency international calling. So if you're in an emergency situation, you can easily activate this international emergency calling, and it will automatically call the local emergency center without having any LTE plan activated. In an emergency setting, this feature could literally be the difference between life or death. So what watch should you buy at the end of the day? Well, in my personal opinion, it really comes down to what smartphone you have, because these watches are designed to integrate with their parent phone. So if you already own a host of Samsung devices, I would definitely recommend the Active 2, whereas if you already own a host of Apple devices, I would definitely recommend the Apple Series 5. That's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you smash that subscribe button 2019 style, and as always, I'll see you next Monday.